of a week for Ant-Man and the Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, I think that's what the movie's called. But yeah, opens with Janet running from aliens to the quantum realm. King appears and rescues her. Scott has reads an expert from his autobiography introduct cut with a footage of the post-game endgame wave. Scott is now a celebrity with a successful project, yes, who attends Red Carpet events named the Boy of the Century at Baskin Robbins. Scott talks about how happy he is to be a talking raccoon and say how he's friends with the Hulk despite the fame, and the public still mistakes him for Spider-Man. Talking about future events, Scott says that all for the moment is focused on being a father. Scott and Cassie is a bit estranged at this time. Scott watched while trapped in the quantum realm and profited off his newfound fame. Cassie wants to follow Scott for and study the quantum realm with Hank and Zenith. Cassie invites everyone to Hank's lab to solve the first affair. That's broadcasting a signal of the uncharted regions of the quantum realm. Zenith panics that the Cassie is turned off before its two-way portal opens and pulls everyone into the quantum realm. They will separate because Scott, Cassie, and the uncharted regions, Hope, Jake, and Zenith in the quantum cities. Hope, Hank, and Zenith are fine Janeways and the cantina filled with strange creatures. They wanted to Billy Mary's careless cave Clara. Clara was the leader of the quantum city and Faye, where the firing of Janet while she was stuck there, and still pitied for her. Zenith reveals that she and King were both trapped in the quantum realm together, and King has a space if they can travel to multiverse and they want to try to fix it. King and promoters promised to send Janet back to the point where she vanished so she could watch Hope growing up. She was discovered that he was evil and had no connection with his chip. After confronting him and confronting the nation, he destroys the ship's power source and exiled King to the uncharted regions. He picked up Cassie's signal and brought it to the Ant family and the quantum realm for revenge. In the uncharted regions, Scott and Cassie meet the rebels who oppose King, led by William Jackson Hopper's character. King's enforcer is MODOK, and captures Cassie, and Scott finds out that Darren Cross, who was rebuilt as a cyborg by King. MODOK really announced his humanity and hates to be called Darren, as he is a giant head with a silly voice. Scott meets King, where he realizes that he has beaten the Avengers several times, and asks Scott if he is the one with the hammer. Scott shows that people confuse him with Thor all the time. King wants Scott's help to escape the quantum realm, and claims he's the only one who can stop what's coming. When Scott asks what that is, King simply says, me. Scott fences into the quantum nexus in several multiverse variants of himself, including one that is just a Baskin-Robbins employee and doesn't understand what is happening. Scott defeats MODOK with the help of his variants and manages to escape, but is forced to leave Cassie behind. Scott has an emotional moment with Cassie, saying that he messed up a lot in his life, but she was the only thing he has ever did, and he and her will get home. Scott reunites with Hope, Pink, and Xanet at Quantum City and rallies them to fight against King. But Clara betrays them and makes a line for King for his own survival. King built an army to conquer the multiverse, but he tells Janet that when he leaves, the first universe he claims will be hers. During the conversation, Janet addresses King as Nathan. Scott and Hope upgrade their suits for the quantum tech, including lightsaber rings for the Hope, and Cassie escapes against her old suit. Scott and Cassie turn giant and run free from the rug. Scott hopes it's feeling like he's Lucky Godzilla. Scott and Hope fight King while Cassie fights MODOK and tries to talk him into switching sides. King almost wins when the rebels arrive for help. Hank fights with a leader of battle armored ants, and MODOK switches sides, apparently defeat King. King fatally injures MODOK, and the family goes to MODOK's side as he dies, and he comically rubs his tiny hand on Scott's cheek. MODOK says that Cassie was right about him, and at least he died in Avengers. Scott and Hank say they did a good job, and they call him Darren. Janet opens the portal back to the normal world, where King survives and stops Scott as they are all going back to the universe. While Janet, Hank, and Cassie and Hope escape, King beats the shit out of Scott. Hope comes back for him, and they fight almost manages to exile King again, but he escapes to places unknown, leaving Scott and Hope stranded in the quantum realm. Scott asks Hope why he came back. She tells him he saw all the other versions of herself, and all the other lives he could have had. He wouldn't want to be in any of them that didn't have him. Hope tells Scott about the family that will be okay and be back for them. In the normal world, Hank promises Janet and Cassie they'll find Scott and Hope. In the final scene of Fear of the Hague Lab, Cassie is fully programmed as several computers searching for Scott and Hope. And the Rob goes off and sees something against Green that goes on and makes the graphs cut to black. Post credits is unknown at this time. And that's basically what Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania leaks. Goodbye.